Will the First Minister make a statement on the Welsh Government's efforts to encourage the UK Government to rebalance its spending on infrastructure?
Well, infrastructure investment is vital to the prosperity of the whole of the UK, and I'll continue to press the UK Government to ensure Wales gets its fair share.
First Minister, I hope you enjoyed the secret ceremony you attended this week to rename the Second Severn Crossing the Prince of Wales Bridge, against the wishes of the overwhelming majority of people in Wales who were not even invited. It took
I do want to hear Neil McEvoy's question.
It took freedom of information requests to reveal how desperate you were to go to the unpopular ceremony and how cosy your relationship is with Alan Cairns. Last week, you voted against a motion of no confidence in the Secretary of State, even though key Conservative manifesto promises were broken, including rail electrification between Cardiff and Swansea. So I wonder, when you were quaffing drinks with Cairns and royalty, if you spoke about the report from the Transport Committee in Westminster that exposed how Wales is sidelined on infrastructure spending and made clear that decisions will always favour London. The report showed how absurd it was to cancel much-needed infrastructure projects in Wales at the same time as billions of pounds of expenditure was announced for London. Now, nothing is being done by Cairns, whilst money is thrown at the south-east of England, yet cuts for Wales.
You do need to come to a question now, Neil
McEvoy. The Secretary of State is starting to be an embarrassment to our country, as well as stopping us developing our economy. So, this is the question. Hopefully this week it could be understood. How could you... Thank you. How could you vote? Very simple question to answer this week. How could you vote last week against a motion of no confidence in the Secretary of State for Wales? It's very simple.
Explain during the debate.
In 2 minutes and 5 seconds, because I looked at the clock, the member managed to take an issue on which I agree with him quite substantially and present it in such a ham-fisted way as to annoy almost everyone in the chamber. That is his talent. I understand that. But I have to say that we will always fight to make sure that Wales gets its fair share of infrastructure investment. We do not have a fair share at the moment. And he mentions a secret ceremony, so secret in fact that I wasn't even at it. But there we are, and he will see coverage of it on the news in any event. But certainly I share his desire to make sure that Wales does get the promises that it has been given in the past kept, in terms of electrification and in terms, of course, of seeing more money made available for the infrastructure that we need in Wales.
Nick Ramsey.